Hi, everyone. Welcome to my chat. Glad you're here today. I thanked you right up front. You're supposed to say you're welcome, but you know how it is. You know how it goes. So, anyhow, I want to say hi to Joe. Vintage Style by Joe is in the house. She was the first one in. And then Lisa, the awkward quilter, GA, she's in. Deb S, the pug mama quilter. Mona, hi Mona. Mona did what is here. So we're just saying hi to everyone, and I'm going to see if I can get the chat to come on here so I can see it better off there. It's crazy, you got the glasses, but they're not working for the distance for the computer because the computer's too far away, and they don't work for the mid-range. So who knows? That's why you'll see me using my phone at times, because I can see that chat. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Hi, Geraldine. Welcome. I'm glad you caught me live, and thank you. Welcome to the channel, and glad you're here. And you get to meet a lot of people today, if you haven't already. So anyway, I hope that everybody had a good weekend, that it was a nice weekend, that it was relaxing, that you had a chance to get some sewing done. Did anyone, how about Saturday? We had the jelly roll day. Was any of you participating in did anybody make a quilt using a jelly roll on Saturday or this weekend? I did. And I got these little cutoffs from them. They're little triangle cutoffs that I'm sewing together. And when I square them up, they become a 1 inch. That's tiny. But I'll figure something out to do with those. I know that. So let's see. Quilting in the Country. Hi, Lori. Welcome. No, not a fan. Yeah. I don't like the jelly roll race. I don't think that's fun. You did it once, that's it, done. But Teresa Louise from Quilts Too, she was a guest on Donna's channel and on Katie's channel on Saturday, and she had rewrote the potato chip block. She didn't rewrite it, she added to it. She put a friendship star in the centers, and it's so pretty. In fact, I'm going to show you mine here a second. So this is what it looks like with the friendship star, and there's 4 blocks here, and you turn your white part a quarter of a turn each time, quarter to half to whole, to end up getting your friendship star. But I thought that was nice, and that was fun because it was something that was different. It was different than the regular potato chip block, and it was different than the jelly roll race. But anyhow, Katie on her community chat tab and Facebook, and Teresa Louise has that pattern in the directions for it if you want to. But Teresa wrote that pattern up. Thanks, Deb. Yeah, I just had an old jelly roll that I had used. I thought, hey, use those up. I have layer cakes. I'm trying to use those up. Things that's just been sitting around. Have you all had any things like that? Like, not yardage, but there was a time I think that everybody was getting like layer cakes and jelly rolls and little charm packs. Now, I know that we're still pretty much into the fat quarters because you can do a lot with a fat quarter that is on a smaller scale than buying the yardage. That's my opinion. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. Melanie's here. Hi, Melanie. How you doing? We're just talking about things right now about if anybody does anybody have a lot of or did you guys collect a lot of pre-cuts at one time? I need to know. I'm just reading here. There. Oh yeah, Jess. Jess. This is her birthday week. Her birthday's on the. Can I say Jess? Her birthday's this week. Anyway, so I'll have to say happy birthday to her this week. She's celebrating. I don't know how old the baby is, but and I say baby because she could be my daughter. So anyway, the 25th. Okay, I didn't want to say without you being okay with it. So everybody wish Jess a happy birthday on the 25th. And her sister. Also, maybe they can get together. Aw, you're just a young'un. 44. That's a good age, though. I enjoyed my 40s. My kids were getting older. I had, you have more freedom. You're more confident in yourself. There's a lot. Life is just a lot more peaceful. In the 20s, you're finding yourself. You're either in your later 20s, 30s, you're getting married and you're trying to adjust to being a wife and a mother and have toddlers and all that. And it's just like in the 40s, it's like, okay, you get a little bit of me time. I know that a lot of us work full time, but it makes a difference with the age of children that you have, whether or not you have time. Stephanie is grouchy. That's what does Zaza call her daughter? The angry one, the little angry one. Yeah, that happens. You got to go through that time too, because now they go through their age group of what they have to go through too. So anyway, happy birthday this week, Jessica. Let's see. Jess is the baby, but the twins of hers, Stephanie, is like 150. And I don't think I met your twin. I can't remember. Well, I can't remember if you had introduced her before. If it was when you were in New York last time. Oh, have to tell you though, Jess, I loved your last video drop. It was funny. Getting picked up by the quilt police. I had to look. I had to do a double take, make sure that was not your sister that had was the officer, and then I could see the split screen. But you did good at that. That was good. I was a Mima in my 40s. I was too. In my late 40s. My kids got married to their high school sweethearts. In fact, my son and daughter-in-law's anniversary is either today or tomorrow. And I'm guessing because I don't know for sure. They've been married 27, 28 years, or 27, and my daughter's been married 1 year more. But they both married their my son was 14 when he met, believe it or not, 14 when he met his wife that was going to be his girlfriend. And my daughter was 14, 15 when she met her husband. So that's a long life commitment there. They grew up together. Let me see. Oh, Lisa, you noticed. Ta-da. Yes, that is Amber, the cheeky quilter. It is her. I for- I can't think of the name of it, but I'll call it a flamingo. It's her collage that she had done on her channel, and I had watched her do it, and I liked it so much that I went on her website, and it was there, and I thought, I got to get that. That's going to be inspiration for me. Okay, Lisa. Okay, we'll see you in a little bit. But it's I'm sorry to turn my back on you, but I had to look at that. It's better in person than it is on camera. I, I really like it. So I hung it so I could share it with you. Lisa has good eyes. Okay, I understand, Jess. Got good. Kids need attended to, huh, at school. Your day's probably getting close to being over, hopefully. And that. Okay, so anyhow, what else did I do? Okay, what I'm doing today is just like I said, I'm just sewing these little triangles. And look at, and I think cute. They end up being like 1 inch. I might just put them all together and make something, a little pouch, a little pillow, a little pincushion. I don't know, but I decided to try to use up as much as I could within the product I was using, the fabric I was using. Geraldine, she says, yes, Amber is very good. Took a collage class 2 weeks ago and made a scene. Oh, with pumpkins. There's one lady, I don't know, I don't remember her name. I think she's called the collage quilter. And she did a pumpkin. And oh my Lord, the way that they can see the shadows and the shades and the highlights. I think that if you practice, if you have a lot of variety in your fabrics of, well, batiks help because they gradiate different colors. You know, if you had orange, it would go into different colors, maybe into the yellow and that. And anyway, she did one and it looks so realistic. So collage is a big thing right now. Just let you know, and it's going to be a big thing next year. So we all need to be working on it. Hi, Zaza. How are you doing? I hear you have some news if you want to share it, but if you don't, I'm not going to say anything. Um, let's see. Have you done a lot of collage, Geraldine? Or was this the first time? I dabbled, but just to have the time to sit and do it. And if I had everything I needed, all the fabrics I needed in front of me, I could sit there for hours playing. But it's, I used to have a lot of batiks. I don't now, but you can do small prints too. Don't have to be batiks. Yes. Zaza, that is from Amber, the Cheeky Quilter. I had purchased it from their website. I saw it. I had done the Quilted Summit last week. And that was online where I forgot how many teachers were there talking about things, and Amber was a speaker. So it made me, ended up going into her website and I saw that and I thought, yeah, you gotta have that. I saw her making it and it just was in awe. So I'm happy and proud to have it. And I think she's on Monday nights and Wednesday nights. Am I right? Or I don't I know on Wednesdays she is, and I can't remember if it's Monday or Tuesday, but she's on with her mother Jennifer, and they do once a month T-shirt quilts. Show you how to do T-shirt quilts, and then otherwise they may speak to you, talk to you, tell you what they're doing. She does a lot of her collage, and she does them from pictures or she finds things that inspire her and then she'll make them, and she does them live. It starts them live. That's what's fun. So you get to see her process and her thinking. Once a month on Tuesday. Okay. Thank you, Zaza. Melissa, hi, welcome. Melissa makes quilts. Glad to see you in here. Let's see. Okay, I am. Yeah, drop your channel. You could, if you have a channel, just type share. I don't know. Let's see if I can get it to come up. And if I'm good, I can. Or else I'll mess everything up. Oh, I gotta go. Banners. Oh, I can't find it. Like maybe I'm not supposed to have it, huh? Well, we'll just leave it alone. But anyway, just go ahead and type share at SHARE, and it'll drop your channel link. Then ones that haven't seen your channel or been on can check it out. Okay, let's see. Yep, Deb shared hers. It's been good. I'm looking, I'm seeing. Okay, Melissa shared hers. That's great. That's what I want you to do is share your channels and that, and talk about what let me know what you're gonna be doing. What's your plans for this fall? I can see some we're already gearing up towards our small Christmas gifts or things that we want to make. What is it that you guys are interested in making, or you have to make a lot of this year? I gotta know. Give us ideas so we can share and we know what we could do. Are you making things for the home? Are you making gifts for people? Are you doing quilts for people? Is that going to be a big gift that you're going to offer? I know a few people what they're doing, but yeah. Are you gearing up towards Christmas? Thinking about? I'm thinking fall and I'm thinking Christmas both. I like to do a fall or an autumn project. Not so much Halloween. I'm more into the fall where the leaves and the colors and things like that myself. But last year I did a table runner and had pumpkins on it. So I got to keep that out till through Thanksgiving. Hi, Sheila. Welcome. We're just chit chatting, just talking. Let's see. I'm going to show you what else I've done. I don't know how long I'll be able to be on today. Mostly because I'm at 3:00. Another content creator, Lise Beck, will be on, and I'm doing her sew along with the Christmas Dresden plate. And I'm going to show you that too. So, and she starts at 3. So she's going to show us our next part. So I have to watch it. All right. Let me see. This week I got 4 quilts for clients quilted. They weren't big ones. The one that I was doing semi-custom where I did a little meander in the background, the neutral spaces, and did a pattern. And then I did some ruler work. I got finished with that. And then the other 3 is more lap size. So they went fast. In fact, the one lady, her quilt are both of them are identical to each other. So she gave me 108 backing. So all I had to do is I just went from, I put them both on, one right after another, and she said to use the same pattern. So that went really quick. I got that done in the afternoon yesterday. And I finished my chandelier quilt. And I can show you, if I can see if I can get it, my mouse to work right. I will show you that picture. I have to tell you, my dog's always on there. I can't get her off. As soon as I put a quilt down, she's there. So yeah, you see my dog too. So that's the chandelier quilt. It is completely put together. I'm really happy with it. And I enjoy doing it a lot. It was then I had some, let me see, I'll remove this. I had some pieces left over from that. Because I had some that was the 2.5 by 4.5. So I just thought, well, one time I thought I'll make a border on it. I didn't, and so I sewed these together end to end. But the thing is that I didn't have enough to do a complete border, and I thought, well, I could do so much in the middle of each side and then do white there. But the chandelier quilt itself, just by itself, did good. I felt that it was taken away from it by doing the border on it for mine. Let's see. Yes, they do. And I told her, she just got on and just rolled and laid. And I says, "Now, Lacey, you got to get up. You got to get up. I got to take a picture." Nope. She wasn't going to. So every picture you're ever going to see is probably going to have my dog in there. So I had these left over, a few. Now this is real light in tone, but I have 4. So the 4 of these, I think I'm going to do, I'm going to do a little pillow, 2 by 2. And then I have, I'll put this over here. Then I have the strips. So I'm thinking about putting a border of strips around the whole thing. And then I'll have some of these left over yet. So I'll take these apart and I'll use them in a potato chip quilt. So basically this whole quilt line that I had is being used, which I'm pretty proud of. That's good. Melanie Thin. Hi, Melanie. How you doing? You're on your way to school to pick up the kiddo, huh? I have to show you what else I made. To go with my chandelier quilt, I made a pillowcase. Now, I couldn't do the burrito because I didn't have enough fabric. So what I did is I made the cuff like the 9 inches like you would, and then it's folded under and hemmed and pressed. And then I did the side. And since I didn't have enough for backing and I didn't want to go white, so I went with this little bit of a polka dot. It's green with light polka dot, but I thought this was kind of cute. So it'll be sort of I only did one. Let me see. One, two. I don't have enough. Well, I might be able to. I was going to say I don't have enough to do two, but I do have 4 of those blocks. So I could maybe do a second pillowcase. Now, I was really concerned, like, okay, how is this going to hold up? That's because there's so many seams. So I'm thinking more of it is as a pillow covering than using it as a pillowcase because I don't want the seam. I was pretty careful. I think if you're going to do stuff like that, bring your stitch length down so that you can, it's a little tighter and your seams will be a tighter, and you have to make sure you do forward and back. And that'll help. But I think that if I just use it as a pillow covering, it will it'll hold up. It'll hold up good. And see, whoops. Just checking to see what else you guys have to say. What else is going on? Is that a Lala Boutique pattern? The chandelier? I think it is. The pattern's over that way. Yeah, I believe it is. It was the easy pattern to do, and I enjoyed it. I used charm pack. I mean, layer cake. I used 1 layer cake in the main fabric, and I had layer cakes in like white, like the Bella solids, and I used 2 of those layer cakes, and I still have a little bit of layer cake left over because I thought they've been sitting there. I'm going to use it, even my batting. I'm Frankensteining batting for me because I have a closet full of it. It's organized. My husband helped me organize it. Mona, yeah, I heard that you were, okay, you're a roast. That sounds good. How's the weather up there? I haven't been out, but they said it's supposed to be 90 degrees today. We're supposed to have a couple of really nice days, and then it's supposed to cool down like in the 80s. I don't think that's really cooling down. Aw, it's rainy. So then I've been playing, which I have to take a little bit of this off. The clips is because I haven't sewn it yet, but I was playing with hexies to make a little wreath or whatever, and I think it would be cute. It's stuffed, but I have to put an opening on for the ribbon. But I think it'd be cute to do it smaller. This is 1 inch. Do it in like 3/4 or so, and keep the papers in it and do 2 sides and sew them together, and then it could be like a tree ornament. It'd be small enough to do it. But I haven't sewn this all together, but this is one of my projects I was testing that I thought, no, I'll just finish it up. And I did one I'm playing with this. This looks funky, but here's another one too. Uh, and I didn't get the one that I did do the small hexies, and I did, a Christmas tree shape, and you see this fabric right here with the Christmas bulb on it? I cut the hexie out, fussy cut so it was at the top of the tree, and then I did a brown trunk. It's cute. I have to do the other side, and I like those. I'd make more of those. So I'm into English paper piecing too. So hi, Jim. I didn't see you. I'm glad to see that you came in. It's great. Uh, I'm going to show you what else I've been working on. This is my project that the EPP Society that we're doing as add-on, and I had to wait to get my papers and I decided to get the acrylic templates too. So I'm putting it together, but this is part of it. And then I'm working on the other part. The papers will come out, but this is one round of it. And let me see, I think I have this. I can add it there. Yeah, there it is. There it is there. Melanie, I use shear weight interfacing and cut it into slices for Franken. Oh, and it worked good, didn't it? And it was a lot cheaper to do that, wasn't it, Melanie? Let me see. I think I got another picture of this. That's when I was putting it together, but that's more how the center ring will look. I'm not doing the tree skirt. I'm doing the table topper. Okay. So I'll remove that and I'm back. See, I used, yes, that would work too. I like to use the SF 101 even for the postcards because it gives me it, you always have some scraps, so you can use that. Oh, thank you, Sheila. I think I'm gonna have fun. I I got my templates like I said yesterday, and I got that sewn, and I'm working on this part, the other 3/4 of it. This will make this done, and then I got another quarter to do. But I'm anxious to see. It's going to be different. I wanted to do a different shape than the hexies because I wanted to like, okay, I want to expand and see what to do and how it goes. Now, the only thing with this that was hard is I did use red thread, and it's like bottom line or so fine, it's very fine thread. So it's hard. It's hard to see how where the end of your thread is when you're gonna be knotting it in that. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, Melanie, everyone, you know how when we want to piece our batting together, you can buy those rolls of adhesive interfacing that you lay down on it and you iron it to put it together. Well, Melanie uh, tried it with, the interfacing that you can get that's fusible on one side and that's iron on, and she did that, and it worked, and it's a lot less expensive to do that. And you can make your, you could pre-cut or whatever you needed to do ahead of time if you thought that you were going to work on that. That's one thing I want to do. I want to spend a day No, not a day, but some getting some of the batting scraps put together and that. So I did use a few. So I felt good about that. What else is going on for you? Yeah, it works great. See, those are things that we can uh, we don't think about, but then when we do and we try it and it works, you realize it's the same thing, just been cut in what is it, 2.5 inch, 3 inch wide strips, and then it's rolled. So let me see what else. We have don't forget, starting, I wrote it down, Wednesday of next week, October 1st, we start our festive thread collaboration with 10 other um, content creators. And we will be sharing with you some projects that we have decided to make in that. And there'll be an intro on it on Wednesday, telling you about it and what you can do. And that's at 6 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And each day, a different creator will drop their video. I don't know how everybody is doing it for sure, but I want to do it as a premiere so I can be in the chat and that we could chat and you can have questions if you want. So that is starting next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tell your friends. You can watch every channel, and there'll be more details, but there is going to be a giveaway. So there'll be a Google form that you have to fill out, and the only thing is you have to be subscribed to every channel. That's all we ask, and then you're eligible. Sheila says Franken batting sounds like a good activity for when you are in the sewing room. It is sometimes it is just I just put the foot on and the settings, and I kind of lay it out on the floor, different pieces, so I can see what I need to put together and how, and I just go for it. And then if I do enough up ahead of time, I think I'm going to label it, mark it, so that I know what size it is. So if I have one of my quilts, I'll do it on my quilts. But if I have one of my quilts that fall within that width and length, I can use it. I can just look up in my closet and see it and do it. You can't wait. Okay. That's going to be stunning. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited about doing that too. Anything else going on with y'all? I just don't have a lot to. I did chit chat, but I did get a little tilde fabric in. I don't like it as much as I did when I saw it on the online, but that what they say, sometimes the ugliest fabric, if you cut it small enough, it's pretty. I just have to slide over. It's on my ironing board here. Sorry about that. You lost me. I thought I did get it from paper piecing, English paper piecing, but it's not It's pretty in person, as the picture shows. It looks better even on the camera. But I think it'd be really cute in some things done up, and it gives me a variety. So, and I can't remember what they were, if they were fat quarters or fat eights. They were fat eights. Yeah. And I thought, well, I haven't ordered those before. I'm going to order one, see if I like it. And I'm glad I did. I mean, I like Tilda fabrics. I like Liberty too, but it's expensive. Mm. Let me see. Melanie says, you'll be doing a lot of batting here soon. She's going to be quilting, but oh, set screw fell out of her bobbin case. Oh, replacement won't be here till next month. Is that the one that you use for your no, that's not your long arm, that's your other one. See, if you can screw that back in and you have a toe, they call it a toe guide, you might be able to adjust that back again, but that's a shame. It's going to take that long. Well, next month though is next week. You might get it. Yeah, measuring like that is a great idea. I know it I think it is. I think that way I I would tend to use it and not go for my roll because I buy it by the roll. And well, I get the 96 wide. If it's the king size, then I'll get the package or something because I don't go through enough king, to make it worth getting a roll of it. That's expensive. I'm going to, oh, I can't wait. I'm going to want to make everybody's project. Well, that's what we want, Melissa. We want to inspire everybody and get ideas from everybody and encourage them to make stuff. Oh, is that the Christmas Tilda? It's not, but I should look that up. That might be really nice. No, it just has like blue, like a purple, another blue, like a lavender. It's in the orchids family. Oh, it's on your long arm. Ah, yeah, that's good. It would have probably really messed up your quilt. Oh, thanks, Melissa. Yeah, I got it for this. This one here might be one of my favorites. I like the color of it. So, anyhow, well, remember to watch us. Come on, I'm gonna go ahead and thank you, Sheila. I'm glad. Well, it makes me feel a little bit better. This one, I think, is the one that threw me off. Didn't know if I liked it, but I think if it's on a small scale, it'll be prettier. I'll like it. Thank you. Well, I tell you what, if you liked the content today or anything else you want to know, just ask me and you can hit like, subscribe, and notifications for all. I'd appreciate that. Remember to mark on your calendars next week. I'm excited about it. I got work to do yet towards it, but I didn't tell you, but I'm one of the creators that's going to be on there. It is listed who's going to be on there. Lisa, the awkward quilter, GA, put it on her community tab. So you can go in there and look on that, and you'll see the list of everyone that's going to be participating. You too, Sheila. Yeah, I can't wait to see what's going on. So, anyway, I'm just going to say goodbye so I can get ready for my session. And I appreciate that you took your time out to come and spend with me. And I'll try to have something exciting for you next time, even more. How's that? Have a good day. Take care.